One of the things I've looked at this year is increasing my knowledge and understanding of professional development models to help the teachers in my school. We've gone to a one-to-one environment, and although this is the second year of full deployment and we have administrative support, there are still some issues. Some challenges that we face are substitution is rampant, so the teachers aren't necessarily moving up the SAMR model. There's also still some resistance to change, and one of the bigger things is outdated PD models that don't really fit the way that we're expected to teach anymore with the technology that we have. Looking at problems and solutions, subsequent to program change is something I'm focusing on because we do already have the one-to-one in place. And then the second model I looked at is professional learning communities, or PLCs, where teachers can collaborate with other teachers, either online or in person, with an overall focus on experiential learning. When I looked at the needs, I found that the teachers really had several different needs, and creating the needs assessment, I looked at how I could basically address different needs, and it came up with really a lot of ideas. For individual needs, the focus was really on the teacher as a person, the teacher who needs ideas, the teacher who needs autonomy and time and understanding of how what we can do is relevant to their standards. In terms of performance needs, really communication and small incentives and just having them do little bits at a time, small projects, small buy-in, and making it fun has given them the courage to take risks. And then in terms of training needs, it's been both involving the students and the teachers in terms of how we can better meet the 21st century learning goals, including not just the SAMR model, but the ISTE standards, and including more experiential learning, not just for the teachers, but for students as well. Some of the strategies that I came up with were a project-based approach, really collaborating a lot with the instructional technology facilitators, and then focusing on the early adopters because they're the ones that are most willing to kind of take the risks. Another big strategy has been the makerspace development, which has been huge in getting the math and science teachers into the media center. And showing the teachers that this type of collaboration can be fun and relevant without sacrificing the curricular standards has been a really good way to get them in and to get the buy-in that we need. Some of the ideas that we have done or are considering our Spiro course, which we've done has been very successful. The kids love it, the teachers love it. A SAMR Schoology group where teachers can ask other teachers how they can make ideas more up the SAMR model. And then desk chats have been pretty successful, just having that one-to-one relationships with the teachers to help them to figure out how they can use the media center. Preliminarily, the results have been really positive. I've seen more use of the media center. There's been more collaboration among the teachers, and teachers really like the experiential learning approach. In terms of the levels of evaluation, I basically am relying a lot on verbal feedback and observations, but also I'm noticing changes in behavior in terms of increased collaboration, and then a decrease in discipline and increase in student engagement and skill transfer. For evaluation tools, I'm looking at Padlet, sentence stems, collaborative notes, and then obviously surveys. I've found all three to be pretty effective ways to measure different facets of learning. And in conclusion, when the teacher becomes a student, there is an opportunity to affect change for the better. And so I, as a facilitator, have to be committed to this outcome as I continue to plan and deliver training.